welcome back, friends. So today I'm going to talk about something a little bit more sensitive. Today I'm going to be getting into how to keep your sanity in social media or specifically in scale modeling, but this applies to all sorts of different hobbies. So the topic of mental health has kind of been on my mind, pardon the pun, over the past couple weeks. And it's something that I have, had troubles with through my entire life. And so I felt I could give a few tips for some people out there that might be struggling with similar things. Or just might be just regularly discouraged when it comes down to their hobby, especially when it comes to scale modeling, because we're a bit of a bizarre group. So the first part I want to get into has to do with healthy comparisons. Right? When we look online and we look at people's posts on there, we shouldn't feel discouraged and say something like, well, why doesn't mine look like that, right? We should be as more inspired and excited for their success, right? When we look at Michael Jordan, he gave a quote, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career." It took him a long time to get where he is, right? You didn't become David Beckham, or it might be, I'm trying to get to the UK audience, but maybe, you didn't become David Beckham overnight. No, he probably had to kick the ball a couple trillion times to be able to, bend it like Beckham. So with that, if you're not becoming the next night shift overnight, so what, right? So that brings me into the next part, right? This becomes a common phrase that is said by John Bias in all his videos, is if you're not having fun, you're just doing it wrong, right? When we look at social media and we look at all sorts of different IPMS competitions or whatever it is that you're striving for, it can become a little bit discouraging when you're not meeting up to your goals, right? But really, when you look at this, right, this should just be a hobby. This should be not something that should be stressing you out. It should be something that is providing you a lot of comfort and relaxation, escape from, your job or whatever you're trying to escape from, right? So it should be that. So if you're not having fun, you're just doing this completely wrong. One thing with that, if you're trying to just super detail kits and all sorts of things like that, just put it together a slammer build. Put together something really basic and just easy, no extra details, just right out of the box, and have fun with it. Do a little bit of experimentation. Build something that you wouldn't normally build, like get into sci-fi or automotive or something, and learn some stuff. And don't take it too seriously. Now, ideally, we don't want to just be stagnant in the hobby as well. We do want to get better over time, right? And so we shouldn't be seeking for perfection. We should be seeking for improvement. When we look at the best, amazing build that you'd see in a magazine, something just phenomenal, just jaw-droppingly gorgeous, well, if you look at it in real life, there's probably going to be a few things wrong with it. So there's no such thing as the perfect build. So that brings me to next, well, maybe somebody said this, but I'm going to quote it myself. But be proud of who you are and not mad about who you are not, right? So don't beat up yourself because you're not living up to where you want to be right now, right? Don't beat yourself up over where you're at right now. Just look for that continual improvement and eventually you'll get there, right? So next, this comes into a big one for social media. There are trolls out there, right? Just take it with a grain of salt, right? Don't take it personally, things that they say. There's going to be all sorts of haters out there. And you know what? They're probably just reflecting on their own insecurities and things like that. And they need that to, I guess, that's like their life is to troll other people. So just ignore them. Now, when it comes to actual good critique, take that as a gift, which you can see in the other videos that we've talked about critique, right? But that's very different from somebody that's just trying to get under your skin. I think you know what I'm talking about. And lastly, when we are looking at screw ups or builds that just didn't go right, things that just didn't pan out the way that you envisioned when you first looked at the box art or whatever, realize it's just plastic, okay? Anytime you screw up, think of it as an opportunity to learn and go from there. But really, in the end, it's just plastic and it's a hobby, okay? We can't take it too seriously. Like, oh no! Who cares, okay? So, yes, be serious and take things serious, but don't let it get to your head. Okay? If there's anything else that you guys can think of for different tips, different things that have helped you, anything that you guys want to comment and share about, if you want to talk about anything from there, put in the comments and I can put it up into a follow-up video. But hey guys, take care out there. You guys do have friends. You guys got people to talk to. If you like this, then like it down below in this area over here. Press the subscribe and you'll be able to see my next videos as we come up, which should be very shortly. Until next time.